Well, hello there, everyone. How are you doing on this terrific Thursday? It's Thursday, March the 9th, year of 2023. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. I was up early today, got a basic blood test done for my annual physical. I'm very curious to see the numbers. It's been 14 months since I had blood drawn and had those basic tests. The basic ones: triglycerides, cholesterol, what do they do? Glucose, that A1C1 or whatever that it averages your blood sugar over the past 3 months, and some other stuff. So we'll see what they come at, what the results come in at. I may get them possibly tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. But it's about 2 weeks from now or so. I'll get the other health test where they will check over 100 different things. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to talk to you today about, can you be financially independent in 5 or 10 years? Or is it going to be 30 or 40 years? Or will it be never? And I'm also going to refer to an article I got in an email, and I'll tell you who wrote it and everything. So with that being said, without any further ado, I am Mazske Finance. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a doctor, not a nutritionist. Nothing at all. I'm just a little guy. Oh, and I did go to a Baltimore Orioles, Minnesota Twins spring training game just the other day down here in Florida. So that was fascinating. A lot of young players in the Orioles. They lost in the bottom of the ninth inning. They had a pitcher who I've never heard of pitching, so I don't think he'll be on the team. A lot of folks did play. They were shuffled in and out of the lineup that may or may not be on the Orioles this year. There's a lot of young people. And a few other regulars that will be on the team this year. So it was fun to watch those, enjoyable. I may possibly go to another game in about 2 weeks or so. All right. My house is getting closer and closer to going on the market. That's why I haven't made videos recently. It's been busy. So with that being said, how long until you can be financially independent? The majority of Americans will never be financially independent. They may get retired and it may take them 40 years. Let's say they graduate college when they're 22, maybe when they're 62, maybe when they're 72, 50 years, 5 times 10, 50 years. But I'm here to say that I dare say the majority of Americans can, if they so want to be, if they got it up here, if they want to be, they can be financially independent in perhaps 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Not 30, 40, 50 years, okay? I'm going to skim through something here real quick. This came from the Choose FI email. Choose FI, Choose Financial Independence. Brad wrote it. I think he's one of the founders, co-founder, I think. And it's 11 simple financial rules for a wealthy life, okay? Let's see what he says. Step 1, always spend less than you earn and don't start spending more every time you get a raise. Okay? I agree with that. You got to spend less than what you make. Live below your means. Be frugal. If you get a pay raise, when I was a police officer and I got a pay raise, I tried, if I was getting a pay raise of $50 a year, $50 per month, that was my annual raise. That's a realistic number back then. I may try to put $25 out of that $50 each month into my 457 plan. And then I get $25 in my pocket, but they would take some out in tax. So I might get $20 in my pocket. But that's just what I did. Okay? Next one, he says, save 10% of your income in your 401k plus the company match and at least 10% in your regular savings investments accounts. Automate the savings to pay yourself first. Okay. He's now talking about something where you can become financially independent in 30, 40, or 50 years. This is where our paths diverge. Okay? Save 10% of your income in your 401k plus the company match, and at least 10% in regular savings investment accounts. Okay, I will agree with saving 20% of your income. Okay, I 100% agree with that. I agree if you have a 401k, you might as well put money in to get the match. And they're not going to give you, most companies will never give you a 10% match. If they give you a 3% match or 4% or 5%, put that in because then you double your money. Okay? But I would suggest, perhaps, what I would do, knowing what I know now, this is what I would do. I would save at least 20% or more into some like Wealthfront account, link will be below, to get 4.55% interest. And I would maximize my savings, minimize my spending, and save up a down payment to get my first rental property. Why? Because while Joe Blow is over there diligently automating his savings, putting money into his 401k, all right, he or she is at the whim of the market. As the market goes up, it goes down. Studies have shown that folks who save 10% of their income in a 401k, most of them will work until they're eligible to retire. They will not have enough money to retire early, okay? If I get one rental house and I run the numbers correctly and I hold out money for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, I hold out money to pay my property manager their 10%, I hold out money for any repairs, capital expenditures, vacancies, about 20% there. If I hold all the proper expenses out, I still want to be positively cash flowing. And I'll just say, I always say the number $250. And I buy cheaper houses. if I'm cash flowing $250, now I am putting $250 more every month into the bank account. So it's getting saved up. I'm still saving money also for repair. I'm paying all my bills for the house. I'm paying property manager. I'm saving money for repairs, capital expenditures, and vacancies. I'm saving all that money, but I'm just putting money into savings accounts. All right. As well, when I pay the mortgage each month with money the tenant gave me, I get equity pay down. I'm paying the mortgage down, so I'm making a little bit of money. All right. So I don't know how long it would have taken me to save up my down payment for this first rental house, but now I'm putting an extra $250 a month into it. So I'm going to save up money quicker to buy my second rental house. And I'll do the exact same thing. I'll run the numbers and do this, do that. As long as I'm cash flowing at least $250. Now I have $500 a month extra positive cash flow. I put it into my savings account. I now save up to buy my third rental house. And I keep doing that. All right. And I dare say all of us have different incomes and different living expenses, but the average person that works, if they want to do this, if they really want it, they can become financially independent in 5 to 10 years, not 30, 40, or 50 years. Okay? Going on with this, hit this email. He says, use a credit card for rewards and to build your credit rating. Pay in full every single month. I 100% agree with that. I use credit cards to get points. I do all my traveling basically for free. I took 5 trips last year. I've taken 1 so far this year. And I do not buy airplane tickets. I mean, I might spend a little bit. You always spend something on like taxes and fees and stuff. But the bulk of my travel, airplane tickets, rental cars, hotel rooms, Airbnbs, some of my meals are free. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. I got videos on my channel. I got a playlist about using credit cards. Check it out. All right? He goes on to say, after you save 6 months of cash, put your additional savings into a mutual fund like Vanguard's VTSAX, Total U.S. Stock Market Index Fund. You can't beat the market over 50 plus years, so own it. I disagree. I 100% disagree with doing this. I disagree. That's all I'm going to say. Invest in the mutual fund automatically every month in good markets and bad. Don't turn on NBC, CNBC, or look for stock tips. Just stay the course. I agree. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. If you do want to invest in stocks, spend just a little bit of time. It can be 15 minutes a day. It can be less than that probably. Follow a website like The Motley Fool and learn how to buy individual stocks. You can not only beat the market, you can crush the market. It's not that hard. I've done it. Okay. He goes on to say, when you get married and or have children, buy a 30-year term life insurance policy and draft a will. I agree with having a will. All states are different, but I agree with having a will. Everybody should have a will. You also might, if you follow my plan of buying real estate, you need an estate plan. You need a bunch of stuff. Okay? I've had an attorney on my channel talking about different things. What was her name? She was with Royal Legal Solutions. Check my playlist. Free advice from an attorney. And it's talking more about real estate and trust, but they also can draft up an estate plan, as well as a lot of lawyers can draft up estate plans. Don't buy a house unless you're going to live there for 10 or 20 years. It's not a good investment. That's good blanket advice. But with that being said, I bought this house 2 years ago, and I'm putting it on the market now, and I should make a profit. So take that for what you will. Do not buy or lease a new car. Buy one that's a few years old and drive for 10 or 20 years. I agree with that while you're growing your portfolio, your rental portfolio. Live frugal, live cheap. But trust me, the day will come if you buy real estate that you will be able to splurge. You might do like I did and buy a $500,000 house. You might go buy a Lamborghini. You might go buy a Porsche and pay cash for it. But you will have that option, and it'll all be because of investing in real estate and not investing in a total stock market index fund, not investing in an S&P 500 index fund, not maxing out your 401k, buying rental property, one rental house at a time. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's what I did. It took me 4 years to get up to 25 rental properties. And when I got up to 25, I bailed out of Virginia, came down here and bought a $500,000 house. Okay? My house in Virginia that I sold was sold at about roughly half of the value of this house. Okay? How did I buy this house? Because of my rental property. So when I sell this house, I'm going to make a profit. What am I going to do? Because I've said on my channel, this house is expensive. I want to continue to grow my wealth. What am I going to do? I'm moving to a foreign country because I will have a lower cost of living there. I plan to rent while I'm there, and I might stay there for 2 years. And when I complete those 2 years, I may decide to stay permanently, or I may decide to come back to the U.S. and I may bounce around East Coast, West Coast, Southwest, Southeast, Northwest, Northeast. We'll see. I may bounce around for a while. All depends on, am I still healthy? You know, every day, just like you. Every day I'm getting older, just like all of us are. Okay? So we shall see. We shall see. All right. So hopefully you learn from me, learn from my experiences, learn from my failures, learn from my successes. You can do like Millennial Mike has done. He says he copy and paste what I do. He's now up to 10 rentals. I fully expect him to be wealthier than me. I expect Helicopter Pilot Caleb to be wealthier than me. Why? They're learning from me and they're starting a lot younger than I did. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're younger than I am. I'm 55. Okay? If you're younger than I am, you can become financially independent at a much younger age than I did. Okay? So it's your decision. It's not my decision. It's your decision. Okay? I need to go get a cup of green tea. I haven't had any green tea yet this morning. All right? So with that being said, have a great day. Mazke's going to sign off, get his cup of green tea, and get to work. Organizing some paperwork, get my taxes filed, and packing some boxes up. Have a great day. Mazke's signing out.